Welcome to the 5-Star Dynasty Podcast Live, episode 301, Parting Ways. I'm your host, Tomcat. This is my co-host and buddy, Piff. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well.
Yeah,
Black Monday came and went.
Yeah, good time to take a bite of something, right?
People lost their jobs.
No, people didn't lose their jobs. What are you talking about?
People lost their jobs. I didn't lose my job. We're parting ways.
Parting ways.
We're parting ways. The podcast is dead. We're parting ways.
Parting ways, dude. What up, Coon? The Coon.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, dude. So we have a lot of stuff to get into, including obviously just straight up real football stuff, speculations, how we feel, and we're gonna, I think on another episode, we're gonna go over the redraft league because we never went over the playoffs and the championship. So we will definitely be doing that on the next episode.
For sure. For sure.
We want to give it more spotlight than just shoving it at the end of an episode. And we have so much to talk about today that's like, we want to give it the respect it deserves.
Well, I know you like to toot your own horn, so I'm going to toot my own horn for once. I called the Harbaugh. I called the Pete Carroll. I knew that was going to happen. Harbaugh was based on if he made the playoffs or not, of course, but Pete Carroll, I just knew that was done. The Chip Kelly thing, no thanks, dude.
Wasn't he giving them plays that weren't even real plays and like weren't even
the Chip Kelly thing, yeah. But like to even have that guy hired and in there.
No. I'm not saying don't blame Pete Carroll. I'm just saying, but like, wasn't that the situation? Like, kind of makes me feel bad for Gino, is what I'm saying. Like, are you just like running him out, just random plays?
Well, don't feel bad about Gino because he's out of a job. Because they're drafting.
What do you mean, don't feel bad
Mendoza.
for him? I do feel bad for him if he's out of a job.
He's gonna be out of a job.
I know exactly. That's what I'm saying. I feel bad for him because
Mendoza.
Yeah, I'm very mad at the Giants. They decided in that last 2 weeks to just come out and just win too, and just be like, "Yo, we're just gonna kick ass, dude. We don't need a. We don't. You know what their mentality was? We don't need a quarterback, so who cares? And their mentality should have been, oh my god, if we get the 101, then we can trade it for so much because we don't need a quarterback.
Yep.
Possible that the Jets could have moved up, paid Big Brother multiple firsts. They got multiple firsts for what they traded away.
Maybe that still could happen. Maybe the Raiders will be smart and do that.
Yeah, I don't want it to happen with the Raiders, though.
For one more.
I don't want the Raiders to get a bunch of firsts. I want the Giants to get a bunch of firsts. I will say publicly what I've said in group chat. This is a real thing. I will not root for the Giants for any duration that they hire Kevin Stefanski. I've been very vocal on this podcast that I don't like Kevin Stefanski, and that I'm really, really, really against him. If the Giants hire him, I will not root for the Giants at all. I hope they lose every single game on the duration that they have that guy if they hire him.
I feel like he's a good fit for Arizona.
I think he's a good fit for the unemployment line.
I do too, but he's going to get a job because he does have 2 Coach of the Years.
And he doesn't deserve them.
I'm just saying, bro. It is.
No, you're not wrong. I'm not trying to argue against you. I'm just saying, like, sometimes somebody wins something and you just roll your eyes. Like, for example, wasn't there that one year where Damian Williams was like ripping it up for the Chiefs, and then like they had MVP voting and all the like slug brains just all picked Patrick Mahomes, and he wasn't even having that good of a game. And then like I have an issue with them doing the MVP voting that early because then they do it when the game's not even over yet. So it's like, what if somebody like randomly explodes for an extra whatever amount of yards? You know what I mean? Like, what if a running back ran 200 yards in the second half? Like, no, you can't be MVP because we already did the voting in the first half. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So they did that, and it always will bother me that there's in my opinion, an asterisk on Pat Mahomes winning one of his Super Bowl MVPs. It should have been Damian Williams. Damian Williams won them the game. He got the crucial first down. He got he had like a bunch of yards. Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
no, he had a great game.
yeah, he won them that Super Bowl, in my
But
opinion.
yeah, but I think like we got openings Arizona, Vegas, Cleveland, Atlanta, New York, and Baltimore.
Baltimore. Let me tell you something about Baltimore. Baltimore is gonna be so sad week 3 or 4 when they're 2-2 or 1-3 or 0-4, and they threw Hardball away like he was nothing. And in reality, it's because their quarterback is hurt or sick every year, multiple games.
Mm.
He
But they
is.
chose the quarterback instead. They chose
They
the
did.
quarterback over the coach.
Which I'm not saying to not choose Lamar. Don't hear what I'm not saying, but I'm saying like you didn't have to pick just one. You decided to pick just one.
Well, no, they had to pick just one because I think his cap hits like 50 million next year.
Oh, Harbaugh?
No, Lamar. So they ain't doing nothing with Lamar. They had to
Oh,
get
yeah.
they had to do something.
Oh, I mean, Lamar's gonna get paid a bunch of money to play
6
11
games.
to 11 to 15 games. That's fucking gonna be sick, dude.
And probably learn a new offense.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Nothing I love more than when my players in Dynasty have to learn a new offense.
Nothing better than that. That's why I hate like bad teams because they always end up getting like recycled shit every time, and they never hit
Like
ever.
the Jets and Falcons and people like that just recycle, just getting new offenses constantly.
Yeah, and it's never nobody ever gets used to anything.
Like even
It just like changes.
do you remember the last 4 or 5 years of Matt Ryan's career? How like he didn't it was a it might not have been a coach change. I think it was literally just he had a different offensive coordinator because they kept like getting different jobs or leaving. They either get fired or get hired as at another job. If they did well, they'd go elsewhere and try to be a coach, and then if they were shitty, then they were gone. But man,
But
not a fan of that.
yeah, but I think Arizona and Stefanski would make sense.
I'm gonna say yes to
Um,
Will to existence so that he stays away from New York.
and I'm gonna say Harbaugh goes to the Giants.
I want Harbaugh or obviously the wild card, which would be John Gruden.
John Gruden. That's because he wants to get back into coaching. So we'll see how that
Yeah,
works out.
I love, and he already has the whole like all the viral videos with Jackson Dart, and he already loves him and everything. And I'll never forget. See, I come from a time. No, I'm just
It's
kidding.
better to why
I just
banana
always
meant
wanted to say
something.
that. No, I come from a time. No, but you remember those Hooters commercials with John Gruden when he's like just talking about how when he was a teenager he worked at Hooters and like made wings and stuff. And it's
Yeah.
just like I don't know why, but whenever I think of John Gruden, I think of Hooters and I think of him going, "Man, I love Hooters. I used to make those wings." It's just like it's so passionate. Like I used to make those wings. It's like, yeah,
He's
man, I'm
rough,
just chicken wings, dude.
but
You're just throwing them in your fucking.
he's gold too. Like you love to
I
have
love
him
them.
as a head coach because he's just gonna say funny things all the time.
Yeah, like anything can happen on a Sunday night, any given Sunday night on a Monday.
But the Lamar thing, I mean the Ravens, because Stefanski would be a good like fu to the Browns
They're gonna get
if he signed with the Ravens
my prediction is them getting a second or third round wide receiver.
to be their coach.
No, 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 no. To try whoever the coach is going to try to get Lamar to pass it more.
Better hope so. Let him not run as much
Yeah, because he keeps getting hurt.
because he does
That's what
have
I'm
a
saying.
decent arm. It's not very accurate still.
Yeah,
He
but if you're
had
just
that like
chopping up, what's
he
up?
had like a couple, good MVP seasons, but he can never do anything in the playoffs, and that's what it really matters for football.
Yeah, but so far is he's been one of those guys that's like, oh, but what weapons does he have? Like, like when Mark, even in his prime, when Mark Andrews is your number one weapon, it's like he's good, but he's not. He should not be somebody's number one weapon in the NFL. Like if you the year that he was the number one weapon, they should have been like, okay, that was cool. We love you. You should definitely keep doing what you can. But we're also going to go out and try to get a better wide receiver. But they don't. They go for like Zay Flowers, Hollywood Brown. They take all these undersized guys and they're like, dude, we're going to get this and we're going to unlock this like secret potential. And it's like, no, dude, they're going to do decent. They're going to do well enough to just frustrate people in fantasy.
They need like that seriously good, big-bodied wide receiver. Like
Yep.
a Ted McMillan would have been perfect for them.
Well, yeah, I agree. And I think they tried that with Bateman.
Yeah,
And it's
but
just not,
Bateman he couldn't
it
stay
just doesn't
healthy.
work out. He's good, but he's not elite.
Right.
That's what it is.
And he's been injured. So, like, you obviously lose a step every time you get injured. You don't,
Yep.
unless you're Adrian Peterson and you come back 10 times better than you were.
Yeah, because there's certain injuries where
Steroids
you
and,
really don't return
peptides
to.
you can take.
Yeah, that's another thing, dude. Everything's so different now. Now we live in the world in the society where these people can go to, like, remember when it was a big deal that Peyton Manning went to Germany and got some weird neck surgery and they were like almost like talking about if it was illegal or not, and it was like, why? What? It's not performance enhancing. Oh, wow, his neck's not going to be almost broken. Like, wow, dude. Let's try to ban him.
Cleveland. Who's Cleveland gonna get?
I will say,
Think they get some like offensive hotshot, like offensive coordinator or something.
Kuhn said he might go to Miami.
That'd be a good place to retire.
I would hate that. I really want Harbaugh to go to the Giants. My biggest thing is
Miami, though, they still have what's his name still. I mean, they still have him, Mike McDaniel.
Yes.
Not fired yet.
I think that's Kuhn speculating that McDaniel's going to get fired.
Either that or he's talking about Lamar going to Miami.
Oh, yes. No, that was a rumor. No, that was a rumor. Yeah.
Yeah, Lamar to Miami. Yeah.
I did hear that rumor.
I mean,
I assume it would be because the Dolphins are paying a lot of Lamar's cap hit next year and then also paying first for him, which if they're doing that, I like Lamar, but like the Ravens could potentially.
But you got Tua too still. He's still under contract.
Yeah, I feel, you know what I feel like? I feel like it might be like the Goff Stafford trade. Like one of the teams just discards their quarterback and just says, yeah, we'll throw him in the deal. But the main part of the deal is really just paying the big cap hit or in Stafford's case, signing the new contract or whatever.
Let's see.
Lamar to Miami. I'm not going to lie. I think Lamar to Miami might actually be pretty good. Waddle would eat. Because it would be like
he can't stay on the freaking field. He had a good, decent, healthy season this year, but
yeah,
still didn't play all games.
I'm trying to be, and he's hurt me a bunch of times too. So like, I'm gonna be honest. The only reason I even experienced playing Waddle this year would be if he fell way too far in redraft, which didn't happen too often, or the fact that I just own him so much in Dynasty that no matter what, I'm gonna always be able to play him. But man, like, I get it, guys. I get it. It hurts to play him. It hurts that you drafted him, you believe in him, but I'm worried that I'm going to treat him like how I treated Keenan Allen, and I missed out on like 3 or 4 years of good Keenan Allen. Like I missed out on almost all of that good Keenan Allen at the end because I got burned the year before it all happened, or 2 years. I think I got burned like 2 years before it happened. And then finally I was like, this guy's injury prone. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And then all of a sudden he went on like multiple seasons in a row being healthy. It was like, so I'm trying not to be too hard on people is what I'm trying to say. So I don't want to be hard on myself when it comes to him. And then all of a sudden I completely write him off. He becomes a draft value. And then, or I already have him in Dynasty and I just trade him for nothing. And then, yeah.
I traded for him actually.
Really?
For a first this year coming up, a third this year coming up.
Yep.
And Najee Harris.
Poor Najee goes from like literally consistent.
That was to get more picks too in another league.
There's a cautionary tale about running backs in Dynasty. Him just going multiple seasons of 1,000 yards and always being at worst in our mid RB2, always helping your team. Because people like the shit on the term RB2, wide receiver 2, whatever it is. And then they don't think about the fact that a lot of times the point differential is less than 10 points, 15 points. So if that's the case, then like, yeah, it's cool to be like, I had a wide receiver 1. Oh, I had 3 wide receiver 1s on my team. I got lucky. But at the same time, if your guy's a wide receiver 2 and he was the wide receiver 14 and he scored a couple less points than the number 12, then he still worked for your team. He still helped. So, yeah.
Oh, man. So Tom Brady's in charge of whoever is getting hired for the Raiders.
I think Tom Brady might try to attract big wide receivers for Mendoza. But who is a free agent next year? That'd be something good for me to pull up.
Free agents next year?
Yeah, Spotrac.
Whoa, almost fell. I feel like they go for a defensive-minded coach for the Raiders, but they get like a hot shot offensive coordinator.
I can see that.
I couldn't tell you who that is, but that's what's going to happen.
You know what's crazy? Mike Evans is one of the wide receivers where the Bucks have to decide if they want to.
Oh, they keep him.
I figured that, but and it's funny because he really did have multiple seasons where he got injured and it didn't look like he was going to get the 1,000 yards, and then they would spam him till he did, and then this year there wasn't enough games. He came back way too late. Christian Kirk, Deebo Samuel. I'm gonna go by position.
You're gonna come out and get you a treat.
But yeah. No, Higgins, he just re-upped, I think, last year.
No, he just re-upped. Yep. I got the list now right here. I just filtered all the wide receivers out. So here are some of these. Okay, so they have big names mixed with a couple of man names. So if I say a random man name, it's because I'm going down the list.
That's fine. Man names could be a big receiver next year.
Exactly. And I'm also like going down, a list so fast. I'm gonna say names where it's like, Evans, Christian Kirk, Deebo Samuel, Tutu Atwell, Diami Brown, Adam Thielen, Hollywood Brown, Juwan Jennings, Raheem Shaheed, DeAndre Hopkins, Dortch, Noah Brown, Keenan Allen, Dotson, Josh Reynolds, Tim Patrick, Zay Jones, Hunter Renfrow, Rondale Moore, Braxton Berrios, Kendrick Bourne, George Pickens.
George Pickens. That's probably the biggest.
That's He
probably
might tag from the names that I'm naming right now. He's clearly the biggest. That he would be a fool unless he would. I don't see the Cowboys being able to match what other teams could match.
No way. He's going to take the money.
He's got to go out there.
He's a money guy.
He's actually good. He's going to be able to do what Kenny Golladay did that one free agency where there was there wasn't really that many wide receivers. Most of them are old. So Kenny Golladay was able to get paid $80 million to just be. To be fair, Matthew Stafford made him look really good because Matthew Stafford is a great quarterback. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, in my opinion. Think about it.
Yes, definitely.
There are,
but also,
I know you agree, but I'm just saying for the people at home, think about it. The top 3 Triple Crown people. If you know what I mean? If it's
have all been from Stafford.
all of them for Stafford, Megatron, Cup, and Puka. Every single one has been Stafford. So it's like,
No,
all right.
the kid's always had it on, and he's always been, he always funnels it to mostly one guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so and he's used to throw for like
2 guys,
4,000,
2 guys,
like regularly.
No, you're right, but 2 guys because remember Marvin Jones when he would have Kenny Galladay and Marvin Jones, or he'd have Marvin Jones and whoever else, and Golden Tate. Yeah, he could support 2. Also,
he can support 2, but normally it's like one, and then the other one gets some stuff. Like Devontae, like he got a lot of touchdowns, but he really doesn't get a lot of the possession stuff. It's mostly red zone stuff.
Also, last one, Romeo Doubs.
That's a good one.
That's an interesting one because of the right team, he's a sneaky flex / wide receiver too.
And he's had previous problems with the Packers, so I could see him leaving.
Yeah, it's just a really crowded room. But he also might be afraid if he goes somewhere else, he wouldn't have as big. Like, even though it's crowded with the Packers, they do still know who he is.
But they don't. He already was complaining about money earlier in his career.
Yeah,
thinking he was the number 1 wide receiver. So he's just biding his time, dude. Best value pick, Kenny Gainwell, dude. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. I definitely
wanted. He's like the wide receiver 1. It's like 6, 7 catches every game.
100%. I won a championship because I grabbed him and he was a flex guy. He was just an undrafted free agent. What the hell?
I just got the highlights from that freaking Steelers game on the TV right now.
Is take one on going to go for the what? What the hell are you saying?
I said I got the Ravens and Steelers game highlights on the TV.
Hey, I'm gonna have a couple of jokes right now. I just thought of. Okay, first they all come to my mind. First of all, you know that kicker's gonna watch that on loop, and it's gonna haunt him forever. That's one joke I just literally thought of on the spot. Second, this never would have happened if Justin Tucker didn't love massages so much. That's what I was saying. I don't understand what the hell he's saying. That's what I was trying to read. I just saw your face. I knew exactly what you were doing. You're trying his take one go for my Raiders. Is take
I don't know who that is. Oh man, the Raiders. No, they're gonna. Juwan Jennings.
Oh, that'd be a good one. That'd be sneaky, yeah. Because it wouldn't be expensive, but he's still skilled.
Yeah, and I don't know what they're getting rid of Ayuk. They're cutting him eventually, so he might stay.
If they cut him, he'll go to the Steelers.
Steelers need a wide receiver too bad. We don't even know who their quarterback's going to be either.
It's going to be Aaron Rodgers.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're going to sign him to a 1-year deal cheap. He has his love of football back. They made the playoffs.
We'll see. I don't know how the Ravens lost that game anyway.
I do. A kicker missed a 27-yard field goal at the end.
Yeah, but I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, they should have been up by more. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's because it's a rivalry game. How many times have you watched the Dolphins have like a close game or even like eke out a
With the
random win
Patriots all the
against?
time. Hate it. We had
Yeah,
it was some stupid stat like we hadn't beaten them in like the decade up until like we haven't swept them in a decade.
hadn't swept them. They've gone at the very least. They'd go 1-1 or 2-0
Yeah.
against you guys. Yep.
But yeah, that wide receiver class kind of sucks when you really listen to it. There's like maybe like a couple guys you would want,
Who?
like
This
actual
year?
studs. Yeah,
Well,
like
that's why I was
Pickens,
saying like Pickens
and
will be
that's
worth
really
so
it.
much.
Pickens gonna get so much money, dude.
Yeah, I think he's getting a $112 to $130 million contract.
He's gonna get so much money.
Actually, maybe more because DK got 150, didn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely getting more money than that. He's gonna get like Lamb money.
Yeah. And DK is not getting like half of that money now because he did that.
Well, he's coming back right now.
Yeah, but I think there's a thing where like because he did that, it
Oh, he
voided
loses
out
game
something in his
checks.
contract.
I'm
Let
sure
me
he
see
loses
something.
game checks for sure.
Well, no, there's some other stipulation, but I'm gonna look it up for
But yeah, quarterbacks, man. There's nothing in the draft. That's what the free agents we should look at because those are the dudes going to get jobs. Malik Willis.
Yes. DK Metcalf has lost money due to his recent suspension. His suspension has voided $40 million in guaranteed salary, significantly impacting his financial situation. Additionally, his 2-game absence will further incur financial loss of the game check, as you said. Yeah, no. There's some stipulation in his contract because he got suspended. Didn't like it's it was probably like multiple reasons, like
Yeah,
suspension.
like
You didn't
certain
show up.
reasons.
There's certain reasons that they never expected to happen that were in there that voided that $40 million. I think it said 40 million. Yeah, 40 million in guarantees.
That absolutely blows.
Grabbing that
I mean,
guy
that's
and
good
getting
for
mad
them
at
if they
him
want to
when,
dump him too.
dude, yeah, because it was mostly a front loaded contract. So it was mostly front loaded and you void 40 million of it. It's like you'll still have a dead cap, but I don't know. It sucks. I actually did. Luckily, I was able to recover in a couple of those leagues because of other picks in the draft. But man, I grabbed DK across a bunch of leagues and he really let you down. He was like,
Well, it was
he'd
such
get you
he was
so
getting
excited
going at
one
such a
week and
value.
then
That's
be
why
crap.
he was going at such a value. You couldn't pass him up where he was at. My
Yep.
opinion.
No, me too. The end of draft season, he started climbing a little bit. But the beginning of draft season, he was like such a good price. It was annoying. It was like he would be there and you wouldn't want to take him because my biggest fear always is I don't want to take too much of one player and then they lose a season to injury or they just don't show up that year. And then I lost in every single league. But it works both ways when you hit on a guy, though. Then you're like, oh man, I wish I had him in every league.
Did you draft any playoff best balls?
No, I almost did. And I just didn't. I don't know why. What
I
about
did
you?
6.
6 of them,
I
yeah.
did 6 of them.
Oh shit.
And in 3 of them, I drafted Derrick Henry.
The Yeti. The snow is out.
Dead spot. That's a dead spot right there.
Yeah, I know.
I did draft Tet in a couple of those, so that I'm happy about because you want to get that good week 1 score. And they're gonna be chucking it.
Yeah, it's so funny because like you hear Derrick Henry's name and you're just like, sorry, I obviously was kidding, but you want to just be like, oh yeah, he's so great in the playoffs. Oh, when it's snowing, he's so good, blah blah. And then you're like, Ravens aren't in the playoffs.
Dude,
And
I
even
just
just to
didn't
say
think.
that,
I just really didn't think the Ravens were going to lose to the fucking Steelers, dude. The Steelers suck.
me either. And I was like, oh wow, I can't believe they're about to make the playoffs when like they really did start with so many losses and it didn't look like they were going to be able to make it. And then all of a
They were
sudden
just.
they lose
I
because
just
of a kick.
That just doesn't make any sense to me.
That poor kid's going to definitely get cut.
Oh yeah. Well, if he's not already cut, we just don't know it yet. He knows it. That lock is cleaned out. To ripping
I
that
don't even know
name
how
tag right
you
off the
do.
top. Tyler Foop.
Laces out, man.
See ya.
Laces out.
See ya. First bus out of there, never to return. Got John Harbaugh fired.
And I do think they're going to regret that.
I don't think so. It was it was time for him to go. That team's they're just done with him.
Then I'm not even going to disagree with that, but I'm just saying there will come a time where at least for a couple years, I feel like I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like the Ravens are going to pick somebody and they're just not going to work out. And then they're going to be like, wow, we got rid of Harbaugh.
Well, yeah, that's what happened to the Pats. They got rid of Bill, but Bill ruined the fucking team for 5 years before he got fired.
Mm-hmm.
So then Gerard Mayo came in, was not head coach material at all, and he got rid of him. So that's probably what's going to happen. Is they're going to bring in somebody who absolutely sucks at their job. They're going to fire him, and then somebody's going to take him because they got a decent roster. That's how that's going to work out.
I feel like Mayo, they kind of like brought in knowing like, oh, we'll give you a chance, but they like knew they needed to wait a year or so for a variable, and they were like,
"You think Belichick gets in the conversation for these coaching jobs?"
Did he already get fired from the other place?
No, they said they were going to keep him, but it's still a $10 million buyout.
That's such a funny concept, paying somebody $10 million to go away.
And I'm pretty sure he has a stipulation in his contract too, where if some NFL team comes calling, we'll take off.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
I'm sure there is.
Whoever got him to sign that just looked pretty confident he was never going to get another offer.
I mean, I don't think he's going to ever get an NFL job if he still has that girlfriend. I'm pretty sure that's like not that's like on the end. Like it's in the end stages, I think.
Yeah.
I heard some background stories about how like Steve's wife like went off on her in public. Started yelling at Bill.
Wait, what do you mean? I didn't hear about that.
I don't want to like, do the whole thing because I don't want to like say something wrong, but the gist of it was like it was like the whole family against her and telling Bill to like wake her the hell up. And get away from that chick where he's going to lose his family.
He's just like, we have a really good time, and I don't see the problem with it. And if it's my business and it's what I do, then I don't see if it's hurting anybody else but me. Then I don't know what you're talking about. And, that's all we're gonna do.
I'm trying to think of like. I don't know.
Honestly, he needs to have more photo shoots. They would have won more games if he had more photo shoots. They should have done they should have had like She's a Mermaid, and then like the quarterback was Sebastian the Crab. No, actually, no. The Sebastian the Crab is the quarterback, and then Bill Belichick plays Prince, obviously, and then they all get like a big photo shoot. They would have won games.
Well, I got a question for you.
Okay.
What playoff team could fire their coach after the playoffs?
Let me pull up the list. I could think off memory, but just to save time, and so I don't sit here going, all right. Oh my God, I still can't believe the Panthers made the playoffs. I didn't even realize that until right now. I think it would be. So if I have to pick out these teams, I guess it would be the Panthers. It would be the owners being like, sure, you made the playoffs, but only because our division blows. You made those division at 8 and 9 with a tied record with other teams. You just had tiebreakers.
Yeah, but it's only his second year.
I know, but I don't think he's gonna get fired. You made me pick out of teams where I don't think any of those people are gonna get fired. I guess maybe
Really?
McDermott, but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. McDermott. He
okay.
loses, doesn't win a game, and gets bounced. He's getting fired.
You know what? He loses the first round, he gets bounced, he wins a game or two. Like if they go to the AFC Championship and then they
Maybe.
lose, then I think they keep him. If he loses first one and done, they're out of the playoffs, then yeah, I could see that.
The GM might have to go too because he's not doing a very good job with them wide receivers.
Okay. Can we talk about the fact? Can we talk about the fact that Liam Cohen is actually a good coach?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Look, all these teams like that were like horrible and turn into like amazing in one season. Duval. But he's, he turned that team around. He's got Trevor Lawrence playing like Trevor Lawrence should have been playing his whole career so far.
Yes, and Etienne coming back.
Yeah, brought that whole offense back to life. Even Brian Thomas is showing a little bit of work out there.
Yep.
Slowly, surely working his way back in. But I was gonna think the Packers, but they love that guy. I don't think they're gonna get rid of him. I was really thinking the Bills. That would be the only one.
Yeah. All right.
And then that would be a hot job.
Duval.
So I don't expect anybody to like make any quick decisions on, signing their coaches either. See who becomes available first.
Oh yeah, totally. Sorry,
but Packers Bears.
I'm very, very, very dedicated to getting this because he's a real thing. Turn it up.
Duval.
That is added to the soundboard officially because he is a thing.
Duval.
Canales,
they're in the playoffs. The Panthers are in the playoffs. Bears are in the playoffs.
Listen, if you are a big hairy mammal,
the playoffs.
If you are a big hairy mammal, it is a good time to be in the playoffs. Rams, Panthers, Bears, Bills are technically Buffaloes, Jaguars, Patriots are hairy men.
We're gonna kill all those things with the guns we have.
Yeah, we only get to shoot once, and then you have to like get in line and start.
That's all right.
Jamming.
It's got a good radius. Don't come close.
Yeah,
we're filling that shit up with birdshot.
Okay. Can we talk about it right now? All right, I'm gonna tell you right now who would actually win if this was a real thing. So
right in the face.
Who would actually win if these mascots were fighting? First, the Panther is technically a jaguar or a leopard. A black panther does not actually exist as a species. It is a jaguar or a leopard that has melanin and that gets skinned and all
I
that.
don't think you're right. I think it's actually a panther. Panther is a
No,
panther. But
no, panther is the Pantera is the actual
yeah,
it's a band, but
Pantera is a
no,
great metal band.
no, but no, I'm being for real. If you look it up, there are black jaguars and there are black leopards, and that's what a black panther is. The actual species of a black panther doesn't exist. That's why they're so rare. That's why people will be like, "Oh my god, black panthers are so rare." Yes, because they're black jaguars or leopards, depending on if it's South America or Africa. They're ones that came out with black fur.
Okay.
So, anyways, so the panther would beat the ram for sure. Disagree? Agree?
I agree.
Okay. What is a packer? A bunch of cheese? Well,
They're losing.
bears. Bears are omnivores. And being omnivorous, whether the packer is a cheese head or a person with cheese, both of them are dying to the bear. So
Yeah, I mean, in that, yes. Dead.
bear moves on. And then buffalo versus the jaguar. To be honest, jaguar could win.
I'm taking the
Buffalo's probably
Jaguar.
gonna get tired after a while, but a buffalo could also trample a jaguar. They're very, very big. I don't know who wins that
Yeah,
one.
I'm going with the Jaguar. They're cat-like reflexes. They could get out the way.
And jump up on the neck and drain the blood, get them
Yeah,
bleeding
I'm
a
going
lot,
with
and
the
then
Jaguar. More
going the
agile.
jaguar. The Niners, obviously, a guy desperately going into places panhandling for gold is going to beat an eagle. So
Oh yeah,
sorry Philly, but the Niners come out and they're like, "Yeehaw!
yeah. I mean, that
Go.
could be actually legit too. How
There's
that works
gold
out.
in them hills."
You ain't
Okay.
killing that guy. He's so rocked up on moonshine.
The Texans versus Steelers. So this is literally people from Texas versus blue collar people working in Pittsburgh. I'm gonna have to go with the Texans because the Texans are probably more well armed. We're not talking about gangs. We're talking or any city thing. Blah, blah blah. We're talking about blue collar, regular people from Pittsburgh versus a bunch of Texans riding around with tigers and shit. There's more tigers in private collections in Texas than there are in the wild.
Um,
And then your team gets completely demolished. Completely demolished by the team that would beat every team in this tournament. Now, why do I say that? I don't care who beats who at this point because the Chargers are going to win the mascot Super Bowl. It's literally electricity. I don't care who you are. You show up to fight at Coliseum and you just get shocked, dude. There's no winning. There's no winning. Oh, I'm going to do damage by striking the lightning. Oh, good luck, buddy. Oh, bear stands up to show itself to go like this. Oh, cool. Now you're a lightning rod. No matter
I'm
what, Chargers
covering
win.
ourselves up with rubber.
There is no covering stuff up in the Coliseum. This
We
is the
got rubber
reason why in
blankets.
Snake My Draft we could never do a Coliseum of mascot fights because in like basketball you have like the Phoenix Suns, not like multiple Suns. It's just like no,
You're not
dude.
winning.
Like there's
Yeah,
so
there's
that's why
no beating the sun.
you could never have a mascot battle of certain sports.
Most likely the most powerful thing in the universe
Yeah,
is the sun.
allegedly, yeah.
Unless there's another sun somewhere. I don't know. They could be.
Well, you never know. I don't know enough about weird. They might be like, there's a mega blah, 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 blah that's so powerful. It's 11 quintillion times stronger than the sun. It's like, okay, dude, okay. Is it though?
Dude,
Do we
you know
actually
what?
know that?
We thought by this time when we were like kids, by this time we would know all this stuff.
We thought it'd be the Jetsons. We thought it'd be like
Yeah.
flying around. There'd be like
Not even
sky
close.
houses and stuff.
We're still like 100 years away from that.
I think we're more than that.
No, because we're pretty close to the flying car thing.
No, I don't think that'll ever happen. You want to know why? because people already can't handle ground cars and drinking and driving, and now you're gonna trust them to be flying around. I am not gonna be sleeping in my bedroom and have some random dude sloshed crash into my bedroom because he's just wasted and he's flying around in a big, basically missile.
I'm pretty sure Elon said on Joe Rogan's podcast that he's unveiling one soon.
I'm not saying there won't be one built. I'm saying I don't think they'll be commercially and publicly like legal for everybody. I could see them
Yeah,
being
no.
like, these are our sky buses. You can take like planes. These are our sky buses. You can take them. These are our sky taxis. You can take them. They're certified pilots. I could see that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't think me and you are going to be able to just get in, be like, smoke a bong and be
No,
like, all right, it's time to go to the
there's
store.
not going to be like traffic patterns for it or anything. Yeah.
Yeah. And you get somebody who drifts off, or like it's a new technology. All of a sudden they're up in the sky and all of a sudden it just stops and you just crash into somebody's house.
Or maybe it's like a virtual lane, like your
Yeah.
car is not really flying, but it's like, hovering like, 10 feet in the air.
See,
You know what I
that
mean?
would be okay because it's not too high up. It's not that big of a
Or
deal.
whatever, like, because of freaking
No,
trucks
no,
or
no. I
whatever,
know
like,
exactly what you're talking about.
20 feet in the air it flies,
You could
just to be
you
safe.
could do that right now because you could technically put magnets into the road and then do the opposite magnets to a certain power in your car, and then you would float above it and you would
Really
just
went off the
go
rails, yeah.
like this. But yeah, it all just depends. I mean, and then what is it going to run on? I mean, if you really think about it, they told us that oil was a finite resource because Rockefeller wanted to make more money off it and make it worth more. And now they just keep finding it and finding it and finding it and finding it. It's just like,
So what is it? The Chargers versus the Jaguars?
oh, Chargers beat everybody.
No, that's to you. You said that.
I want you to tell me how any of these creatures or beings beat
Because it's just
electricity.
it's a lightning bolt. I mean, people have survived.
No, it's not a
bolts.
lightning bolt. It's electricity. We're going
It's a
by the
charger. It's a
No, we're going
charger.
by mascot. We're not going by the name. We're going by the mascot, or else the Bills would be a guy named Bill. Technically, and I mean this, Piff, I think they're named after like a barbershop quartet or something. So if technically they would be like four guys named Bill. Like Bill, 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 Bill. You know what I mean?
Fucking jaguar. Yes, it's not just a cat. It's a fucking jaguar.
A jaguar. Okay. No. Catherine, I actually said this too. I said that I thought it was 50-50 that I could see either winning because a cat can get to its neck, but a buffalo's so big and massive and barely has a neck that like they might just trample it because it's not multiple jaguar. Is it the Jacksonville Jaguars?
And yes,
I have to know this. Is it the Jaguars or the Jaguar? Oh, it's
Jaguar?
Jaguars. Oh, wait.
Multiple jaguars.
Technically, hold on a second, though. Technically, it's one buffalo. It's Buffalo Bills, but Bills isn't technically. We're being nice giving them a buffalo as a mascot because technically they're named after like I'm gonna look it up. I think they're named after like a barbershop quartet or some dumb.
But that's hilarious.
Where did?
Yeah, the cars drive themselves. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm not cool with that.
No, well, my plan is to end up living in a freaking RV, traveling the country. So I'm not flying nowhere.
So they were originally the Buffalo Bisons. So they were the Buffalo Buffaloes.
The Buffalo Buffaloes. Wonderful.
Basically, you know what they were? They were basically the Puma Cougars. It's like the same animal, but two different names for it. Because bison and buffalo are the same thing.
I can't say the Chargers win this.
How?
I mean, they beat the Patriots. I'll give you that. But
The
I don't.
Patriots. Okay, can I be honest? The Patriots beat most of the other teams if they didn't versus the Chargers. They're a bunch of. They're okay. This is how you have to just decide though. Certain of them have S's at the end name. So Panthers, you're versing 53 Panthers. You're technically versing 53 Jaguars.
So
If
you're
you
only
were
getting a
versing
couple with
53,
the electricity. You're not getting all 53.
you're getting 53 lightning bolts. One for each, dude.
When I think
Technically,
Chargers, I think like of a transformer.
yeah, I was gonna say it's just a bunch of phone chargers. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
And that honestly, that's like a dumb name if you think about it.
The Chargers?
Yeah.
I bet they got their name from something that's not actually what like they're bolt up whatever, but
I feel like they should be sponsored by electric cars. That's somebody who needs to sell the team. I'll tell you that.
Oh my
right now.
god, this is the lamest way that you would name it. A contest held by their owner, and a person he liked that somebody came up with the Chargers as evoked an image of power and strength as they were charging, almost like a war horse used in medieval combat.
Oh, so that's what we're dealing with, not electricity.
No. They're that's how they got their name, but their mascot is electricity. I'm telling you, I told you, any football
That's it.
loses to the Chargers. They get electrocuted. Anybody who faces in basketball, Buffalo could be plural, but that's the city. Technically we're if it's a herd of buffalo, then the herd of buffalo are gonna do some
Dude, Boltman
damage.
ain't beating shit.
What?
Boltman.
It's not. No, that's the guy who summons. That's the guy who summons. Yeah, he's the one who summons the 53.
Look at that
He's
thing.
the one who summons the 53. How do you think they get down?
Give
You think
me
it's
a
just
break.
magic?
This guy ain't beating the bricks off of nothing.
No, he just stands there like this. Hold on. Wait. Pip,
Looks like Johnny Bravo with my haircut.
give me some. This is what he does.
Let's get rid of that guy.
He goes like this.
That guy's got to go.
And then next thing you know, a bison is not a buffalo.
No.
They used to be the Buffalo Bisons.
Yeah, the Buffalo Bisons is what the Bills were called. They weren't the Bills. They were the Bisons. Yeah, well, we know that. It's not the same fucking animal. But Buffalo is the name of the place. Oh, you're saying Tomcat said it was
not the same
like
animal.
a buffalo?
No, it's not the same animal. It's actually not the same animal.
It's not, but it's like. They're similar.
It would be like saying the mountain lions. One's from South, Africa, and one's from North America. Bisons are. She's right. I was just messing around, but bison are technically North American, and buffalo are over in Africa, like water buffalo and Cape buffalo and stuff like that. Well, yeah, but it's more fun to troll around and have fun. You know what I mean? I know it's technically. If you want me to be all like Asperger's, then yeah, I'll get out here and start telling you like the different difference between them. You do not want to mess with the Cape. Oh my god, dude! Have you ever seen them attack people?
I just know I ain't scared of Boltman.
The Cape buffalo are woo. Boltman isn't the one you have to be afraid of. It's the electricity.
Fuck that guy.
Electricity.
I'm telling you right now. I would take the Bills over Boltman?
No.
I would.
I'll bet you $1 million.
Nope. Boltman ain't killing 53 Buffaloes.
Yeah.
Nope. F that. You're giving this Chargers thing a little too much literal to it. No. Boltman ain't shit. That's the mascot. He ain't shit. He's going down.
Dude, you don't know what you're talking about.
Trash.
Okay. Hold on a second.
Trevor Lawrence or Justin Herbert next year?
Justin.
Before we close this down,
Close what down?
the show.
Oh, I didn't realize what time it was. Oh. Oh,
So nervous
God.
for the Patriots this weekend.
Trevor Lawrence, because Justin Herbert will cost more, and I feel like they're going to literally play around the same.
I like that.
Whenever I think people are going to be, even kind of close, I tend to go with whoever's going to be cheaper. 1 second. I want to show you something cool.
Yeah, no, I get that. But sometimes I get like chubbies for guys, and I'm like, you know what? I really like Justin Herbert this year with an addition of something else. But
God damn it, where is this? Where'd it go? I thought I was going to pull this up.
Beefaloes.
Oh, is that? Wait.
Pull the last comment up. It's fucking hilarious.
It's very true. No, it's true. And I was actually trying to pull up a picture of one lightning strike took out 6 cows.
Oh, that would have been an awesome video to show.
One lightning strike took out 6 cows.
You're giving the Chargers way too much credit.
I'm not giving the Chargers way too much credit.
I'm thinking of the team.
Science.
I can't stop thinking of the team. Yeah, that's why. Like the team itself. No. I'm just being biased because they're playing the Pats this week. I can't help myself. Fuck them Chargers.
Yeah, but literally, like, it's not about that. It's about the.
It is. It is about it.
Their powers.
No. No.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, but they were all standing near the fence.
One strike.
They were all standing next to the fence.
Half of the okay, that's fair, but that's not what it struck. It struck the It struck near them and struck the ground and killed them all. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Unbelievable. We're keeping that as the background for the next show.
There's actually a bunch. Oh man, there's a bunch of AI ones. They're just like really funny.
I'm gonna start digging into some rookies, and maybe we can talk about them for the next show.
Yeah, we got to talk about. We'll talk about rookies in the next show, and we'll talk about the redraft show.
Dude, I want beefalo burgers, man. I'm fucking pissed. Now I'm on the search for beefalo burgers.
Well, like, share, subscribe. Listen, the Chargers will win. Everybody knows it. Not one team in the NFL could beat them. Especially
Okay,
any
but they're
team
losing-
holding,
they're losing
especially any
in real
team
life.
holding metal.
this weekend.
Listen, if you're alive, you're screwed.
And you're going to be a Bills fan. I know you are.
Why? Because you think
Because that's your
Stefanski's going to
second
go to the
favorite
Giants?
team. It's your second favorite team.
Yeah, but is it because you think Stefanski's going to go?
No, I don't. I really don't think he's going to the Giants.
I don't know.
I think that's a Harbaugh gig. Because that defense underperforms and they shouldn't.
Yeah. No, I have to agree with that. Until that, next time. Like,
So
share,
long,
subscribe,
folks.
Get a hold.
Hopefully, if your team's in the playoffs, you will win. Unless it's the Chargers.
Agreed.
And you can screw.
Perfect timing. Looks like my pups are getting up.
Perfect timing.
I love you.
Stop it.
So cute. All right, guys. Well, until next time, keep playing Dynasty, baby. Yeah, Chargers. Oh, hey.
I know. I just read it. No.
Chargers win the mascot battle.
They win the
Boltman.
mascot battle, but they don't win the game.
Boltman tosses the Bolts down, dude. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, Patriots might win the Super Bowl.